Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode one of week one of the Cricket Card Predictor and Fantasy. And yes, we are back. I have my loyal panelists with me as always. I have Siddharth Luthra and Arav Vij. So it's a it's finally arrived the time to start the league and the predictor and our fantasy competition. So let's kick it off. And we've decided to keep a structure into our episodes for you guys, just so that you can follow our predictions and our fantasy clearly. So, how we'll kick things off for today's episode is that the three of us will be discussing our weekly predictors first, which includes the match winners for each of the game, along with top position and last position. Followed by, we'll be sharing our weekly 11s, which is a list of 11 players for our week. So, without further ado, let's kick things off with the man himself, Siddharth Luthra. So, Luthra, firstly, how are you today? How's everything? And give us a couple of
I am.
lines about you, and let's start it off.
I think we bored the audience with our personal details in the previous video, so I won't do that. But very importantly, guys, right now what you will be seeing is week one schedule. Who plays whom, right? Because that's very important for both the competitions, for your teams and for the predictor competition. So here's the creative. You can see Mumbai is playing RCB, match number one. CSK is playing DC, match number two. SRH is playing KKR, match number three. RR is playing Punjab, match number four. KKR is playing Mumbai. Then SRH play RCB. Then RR play DC, and Punjab play CSK to round it off. So it's a perfect week where every team plays two matches. So this ends on the Friday, and week two starts from the next Saturday. So without much ado, Arav, do you want to start with your predictions?
Are you guys doing the predictor first, or are we doing the fantasy 11 first?
Do the predictor first.
We're starting with the yeah.
Okay. So this is my predictions for the first 8 games. I'll Mumbai versus RCB. My winner would be Mumbai. Chennai versus Delhi Capitals. My winner would be Chennai. SRH versus KKR. My winner would be Hyderabad. Rajasthan Royals versus Punjab. My winner would be Punjab. KKR versus Mumbai. My winner would be Mumbai. SRH versus RCB. My winner would be Bangalore, RCB. Rajasthan versus Delhi. My winner would be Delhi. And Punjab versus CSK. My winner would be Punjab. And to cap it off, the top of the table, bottom of the table, I would put my money on Punjab being at the top of the table and Rajasthan being at the bottom of the table. So yeah, that's that.
Okay, Vadigar, do you want to go next?
I'll love to go next. All right. So my weekly predictions for week one in the first game where Mumbai play Bangalore. Mumbai is my winner for the game. The next game is Delhi Capitals versus Chennai Super King. So I'm backing Delhi in this game. KKR versus Sunrisers Hyderabad. I'm backing Kolkata Knight Riders to win the game. Punjab versus Rajasthan. I have Punjab for the win. Kolkata Knight Riders versus Mumbai Indians. I have Mumbai. RCB versus Sunrisers Hyderabad. I have Bangalore for the win. Rajasthan Royals versus Delhi Capital. I have Rajasthan for the win. And Punjab Kings versus Chennai Super Kings, which is the last game for the week. I have Chennai to win the game. As far as my top position of the table goes, the league is going to Mumbai Indians is going to be at the top of the league, and last position is going to be Sunrisers Hyderabad.
Wow. Okay. I think most of the predictions are the same, but anyways, I'll tell you mine. So very importantly, guys, Mumbai hasn't won their first game in 8 years, and RCB hasn't won at the Chepauk since 2014. So who's going to break the jinx, guys? I feel it's going to be Mumbai Indians, right? Mumbai will win the first game. CSK versus DC, I'm backing DC, Dilli Damunda. And SRH versus KKR, it's in Chennai. So with Rashid and probably if they play Nabi, I'm backing SRH. RR versus Punjab. Again, see, it's in Mumbai. Batting firepower: KL Rahul, Mayank Agarwal, Chris Gayle, Nicholas Pooran. I'm backing Punjab. KKR versus Mumbai. Now, this is the interesting one. It's happening in Chennai. I'm backing the likes of Shakib, the likes of Varun Chakravarti. If Sunil Narayan plays, Harbhajan, Kuldeep Yadav. So, a very strong spin bowling attack against Mumbai, who's for power probably the only weakness is spin. So I'm going to back KKR in that one. SRH versus RCB, again it's in Chennai. SRH have a better spin bowling attack. I'm backing SRH. Rajasthan versus DC. Mumbai, it's in Mumbai, so I'm backing Delhi Capitals. Punjab versus CSK. Like you guys, I'm backing Punjab. Like Arav. The team that will top the table for me is Punjab, purely because there are many teams, according to my predictions, will win 2 matches. But Mumbai batting conditions and their firepower, I think they'll beat the other teams by a margin. The bottom of the table, I was confused between CSK and RR, but I'll go with Rajasthan Royals as the bottom of the table.
Mitra, me and you have the same predictions for the top and the bottom of the table.
Oh yeah, right, for the top. But I'm backing SRH to beat Mumbai in Chennai.
See, what's interesting to note, guys, is that the first 8 matches are being played just across 2 venues. So you have Bangalore, Bombay, Hyderabad, and Kolkata. Correct me if I'm wrong. Bangalore, Bombay, Hyderabad, Kolkata.
Bombay, Hyderabad, and Kolkata.
These 4 teams playing in Chennai, and you have the other 4 playing in Mumbai. Now I'll take a game for example, which is the Hyderabad versus Kolkata game. Both teams have the best spinners in the league, I would say. You have Rashid Khan, you have Mujib, you have Nabi. Nabi may not play in Hyderabad. And you have Varun Chakravarti, you have Harbhajan Singh, he may not play, but you have Sunil Narayan in Calcutta. Chennai wicket is known to spin and assist the spin bowlers. It's a larger ground as well. So that match is going to be, I think, a total, spin oriented game where I'm backing a lot of the spinners to get the wickets. So stuff like this, goes into actually us deciphering who is going to finish top, who's going to finish bottom, what the predictions are going to be like. So these things have to be analyzed.
Guys, having said that, I do feel that maybe fresh wicket start of the IPL, Chepauk, I don't know how much will it spin because CSK is not playing there. So I don't think there'll be a Dhoni telling the curator to make a spin-friendly wicket. But anyways, that's the nature of the wicket. So we can't predict. So we have to go by the nature of the wicket. Wadekar, this time, do you want to start with your fantasy 11?
Before I jump into my fantasy 11, I think the week 1 of the IPL is always a bit of learning about the pitches, learning about the wickets, learning about your squad, seeing what spinner is, who's hitting their lines, who's middling the ball. So I think the week 1 is an interesting combination of a lot of luck, a lot of understanding of the wickets, and a lot of camaraderie between the teams and a result of the bio bubble and how they've come out on the field now finally. So these factors have also played in my mind in order to come up with my predictions. And I'm sure as the weeks go on, we'll all learn from the past weeks and keep up our changes and predictions accordingly. All right, guys, I'll love to take you guys through my playing 11 now. And so I'll start off with my opening batsman, who is also my team captain. So one thing before we go into this season, I am a massive Rohit Sharma fan. I love him as a batsman. I think he's just born to bat. The hunger for runs, the timing, the extra second and a half which he has is just priceless. So I will always back Rohit Sharma. So having said that, I have my 2 openers in the form of Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill from KKR. So I have Rohit Sharma from Mumbai Indians and Shubman Gill from KKR. Coming to 1 down, who I have Virat Kohli from RCB. I've plugged in Manish Pandey from Sunrisers Hyderabad as my number 4. I have always been a believer in Manish Pandey's skills, and I like him as an athlete and the way he contributes on the field, on and off the field, in terms of keeping the spirits up. And he's a very dedicated cricketer. And I've put him at number 4 to give some stability to my middle order. Coming to my all-rounder, I have Ben Stokes. Ben Stokes is a powerhouse, and he has a lot to prove this IPL season as well. He's someone who likes to make his presence felt in the early stages of the game, and especially the league. So I have Ben Stokes coming in from Rajasthan after that. Ben Stokes is also my vice captain for the team. So Rohit Sharma and Stokesy are my captain and vice captain. After Ben Stokes, I have one of the Pandya brothers, Hardik, in my team. Hardik Pandya and Mumbai Indians have a very interesting dynamic, and I feel that is a dynamic I should capitalize on. They're a very mutually beneficial relationship. Mumbai has changed the world for the Pandya brothers, and the Pandya brothers have changed the world for Mumbai Indians. So in the initial matches, I feel that Hardik has a point to prove with the ball and the bat. One below that, I have the one and only Mr. Rishabh Pant from Delhi Daredevils as my wicket keeper. And to add a bit of I think from X Factor, it has to be changed to Pant Factor now. To add a bit of the 15 to 20 ball, 40 to 50 run innings, I have Rishabh Pant. Coming to my 4 bowlers, I'm a big fan of KG, Kagiso Rabada. Since the Sandpaper Gate series and seeing the...
Rabada might not play the first game.
If Rabada is not active in the first game, I have Rabada / Nokia. So
Nokia may not play as well.
Nokia not playing the first game. They flew. I think though the South Africans flew in late their qualifying and they might miss the first game.
That's correct.
They might miss the first game. All right. So I'm going to name a replacement for Rabada by the time you and Arav go through your teams. So I'll come up with that. Okay, I'll generate a replacement for Rabada within the next 5 minutes. The spinner I have from...
Do you want to finish?
Correct. I'm finishing my team. The next 3 players for me are Rashid Khan from Sunrisers Hyderabad. Rashid Khan with the new ball in the first week of the IPL, tough to play, skiddy off the pitch, interesting customer, tough to catch the wrong one. So I hope he goes well. I have Chris Jordan from Punjab. Chris Jordan, I feel, has a bit of a knack for taking wickets. And towards the depth, he can pick up a few wickets and cause a bit of an interesting last few overs. And I have Shardul Thakur from CSK. So my batting order, my bowling order will come up, of course, depending on their batting skills. But the last player I have is Shardul Thakur from Chennai.
Okay. Arav?
So do you believe that you're the best, so you save it for the last?
No. Just some suspense, bro. No one's the best. We're all cricket fans.
Okay. So I have actually noted down my team, my 11 team-wise. So I'm going to read it out in that same. Same order. So we start with Surya Kumar Yadav from the Mumbai Indians. He is my captain as well. He's been in red hot form over the past few matches, be it domestic as well as what we saw him do in the T20 series against England. He's hungry. He's extremely hungry, and most importantly, he's very technically correct. So Mumbai happened to be playing in Chennai, and a technically sound batsman will actually be able to dominate the bowlers on a venue like Chennai, right? So for Mumbai, I have 2 other players. I have maximized my 3 players from Mumbai. My other 2 being Ishan Kishan. So why Ishan Kishan? Again, red hot form, left-hander, plays the spinners really well, and that's going to be interesting at Chennai. Moreover, with Quinton de Kock missing out the first game for Mumbai because he is arrived late in quarantine, high likelihood Ishan Kishan will wicket keep, and he has a chance to take those catches and get you those 8 points as well. So Ishan Kishan is my second player for Mumbai. Third, I've gone with a bowler from Mumbai, and this is because ideally the Chennai wicket, night matches, there is a little bit of something in those first few overs with the new ball for the new bowlers, and Trent Bolt, I think, with his swing, will do great to exploit that. Even the previous couple of matches, which were actually played in 2020, 2019, sorry, in India, Trent Bolt was doing well with the new ball in whichever venue he was playing. So that is my three players from Mumbai. From Delhi, I have got Prithvi Shaw. He scored over 800 runs in the recently concluded Vijay Hazare Trophy in the domestic league. He was the highest run scorer. And I think, with what happened to him in Australia, he being dropped, he's extremely hungry. He's worked on his technique and he's come back, wanting to score runs. Moreover, Delhi's playing in Bombay. Wicket is good for batting. Ball comes onto the bat, the initial new ball, and he's good with his drives. He's good with his, square shots, the pull, the hook. So I'm backing Prithvi Shaw to do well. From Chennai, I've got a very interesting pick. One of the reasons being I've actually played with him. That's not the only reason why I've picked him. But if you remember the last three matches of the Chennai Super Kings, last year, he showed what class he has. I picked Ruturaj Gaikwad. Ruturaj Gaikwad is going to open the batting with Robin Uthappa for Chennai Super Kings, I feel. And again, playing in Bombay, it's a venue which really suits his style of batting, and I'm really backing him to do well because he's an upcoming star of Indian cricket. Let's put it that way. From Bangalore, I've got AB de Villiers. AB de Villiers, I mean, we all know what he's capable of. He's going to bat in the top three most likely for Bangalore, so he's going to have a good number of balls to actually score those runs. Moreover, with Mohammad Azharuddin, not sure if he's playing, not playing. AB de Villiers might be keeping this year for RCB again, so you have a chance to actually capitalize on those catches, stumpings, etc. So that is my pick from Bangalore. From Hyderabad, I've got a spinner. I've got Rashid Khan. It's a no-brainer. There is actually a game which is happening for Hyderabad's playing in Chennai. Chennai will suit Rashid Khan's style of bowling hands down. It's a big ground. It's very tough to hit Rashid over the top. It's very tough to clear the boundary with the kind of variations he has. And I think both games being at Chennai, Rashid's going to be lethal, extremely lethal. Sanju Samson is my pick from Rajasthan. Just been given the captaincy. Not in the Indian scheme of things because Ishan Kishan and Rishabh Pant have kind of picked him at the moment. Extremely hungry. He seems like he's a versatile kind of a cricketer. And last year, if you remember, he was the top scorer for the first 4 matches of the IPL. So he seems to be a good starter. From Punjab, I have got Mohammad Shami as my fast bowler. He's had a lot of time off in cricket. If you read in a recent interview, Anil Kumble also said that time off has actually helped him become much fitter. He'll be raring to go. I'm banking on his pace being up. Punjab is playing in Bombay. The Mumbai wicket, the Wankhede really assists seam bowlers. And Mohammad Shami is, sort of hit the deck kind of bowler who gets that swing away from the batsman from the pitch. And I think the Bombay wicket will sort of, suit that kind of bowling. So I've got Mohammad Shami slotted in there. From Calcutta, I have, I have picked Varun Chakravarti. Reason I've picked Varun Chakravarti is that again, they are going to be playing at Chennai. So he being a mystery spinner, I think that will really come into the equation, and I think he'll do extremely well on that sort of a wicket. What I didn't mention who my vice captain would be. My vice captain would be AB de Villiers. So that's my 11, the captain.
Okay, and who's your all-rounder? Arav, who's your all-rounder?
Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry. I have named only 10 players, I feel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, who's your all-rounder?
Yeah, I have named only 10 players. So my all-rounder would actually, like Wadekar, I will need to get back to you in a couple of minutes. I haven't named an all-rounder.
Okay, guys. As you can see, we are as much fans as you are. We are also struggling with our teams. So I'll go ahead with my team. right? And I will do it in the order of the team and the categorization, so that it's easier for the audience to understand. And you guys don't worry, because we'll be putting the graphics of your team, right? So like it'll be easy for the audience to understand. Vadikar, just one more thing: you have Rishabh Pant, so you don't necessarily have to pick someone from Delhi. The bowler doesn't necessarily have to be from
Correct.
anyway.
Correct. Yeah.
Uh, so my I have picked 4 batsmen: Surya Kumar Yadav and Rohit Sharma. Then I have David Warner from SRH, and um, yeah. So these are the 3 batsmen I have, and I have Virat Kohli from RCB. So these are my 4 batsmen. I have 3 wicket keepers. In fact, Josh Butler, who's also going to be my captain. He's my favorite T20 player, and I feel he's the most consistent T20 batsman in the world. Um, I have KL Rahul because Punjab is going to play in Mumbai. I think he's going to have a great time. And I have Rishabh Pant. So those are the 7 players. I have only one all rounder, that is Marcus Stoinis, because I feel like he's going to have a big IPL this time, like the last one. My 3 bowlers are Rashid Khan, Varun Chakravarti, and Shardul Thakur. So again, as Arav said, Rashid Khan and Varun Chakravarti, because they're going to play at Chepauk, and I feel they're going to have a massive influence on the game. And Shardul Thakur, because I was surprised that he's been categorized as a bowler in Dream 11. So that was my loophole, which I was telling you pre-show. He'll get a few runs also. So and my vice captain will be Surya Kumar Yadav. My captain is Josh Butler. My vice captain is Surya Kumar Yadav. So that's my team, guys.
Perfect. And I have my bowler.
Have you boys
ready?
figured out?
So, yes. I have my bowler. Arav, you want to go first?
No, go.
Okay, so I have the bowler who will be replacing Kagiso Rabada in my squad is Jofra Archer. Oh, I'm sorry, not Jofra Archer. Jofra Archer is out with an injury. I'm so sorry. I misread the name. I'm going to, the bowler who will be replacing is T. Natarajan. I'm going to give Natarajan a shot, and I'm going to try and see if he picks up if he can land some of his Yorkers. And he is, I like the temperament Natarajan holds, and the management, the Indian team management, and the teams that he has been playing for have been backing him. And as long as he can pick some crucial wickets in the end overs and restrict some runs, I think he'll be a good asset to have in my team.
So guys, my all-rounder, I actually had a note down. Yeah. So my all-rounder is Ben Stokes. I've gone for a very conventional option because reason being there is a high probability he is going to actually open the batting with Josh Butler for Rajasthan. So I feel that he will have a good number of balls. He was also in good form in the recently concluded India-England series. He's also just recently played in India. So what happens is he's used to the wickets. And he also has just started, giving. He'll probably bowl those couple of overs and has a chance of getting those wickets. He's an outfielder, takes a lot of good catches, so that's one of the reasons I would back him. Yeah, that's my 11 then. Sorry, I didn't jot that down before.
Yeah, and just one last thing with the predictor, guys. See, like it is. In my opinion, in T20, it is very, very toss oriented also. So we can't predict the toss. I think the team batting second, especially in the Mumbai games, has a huge advantage. So just to cap that off, if I'm woefully wrong with my predictions, the toss could be the one to play.
The toss comes into play on the Indian wickets a little later. It actually comes into play towards the end of the season because that's when the dew actually increases. That little bit, when you get closer to the monsoon, especially in a coastal city like Bombay. So the toss won't play a factor right at the start, I would say. But yeah, towards the end of the tournament, toss will come into the picture.
I would still think that the team batting second in Wankhede, huge advantage.
Always.
Anyways, guys, that was our team. That was our team, and sorry for the slight confusion, but hey, that's why this is better than other fantasy leagues, isn't it? Because you have more to think. and that's why it'll appeal to people who follow cricket in depth. Please do send us our teams before toss time, which is 6:30 today for week 1. The week bifurcation will also, the creative was here, and you can also see it in the description below. So anything else to add, guys, or we'll just wrap it up? Best of luck. May the best man win.
Best of
Yes,
luck,
guys.
boys.
See you guys
Let's
next
have
week.
have a good week of cricket, and let's catch up soon
See you.
next week.
Yeah. Okay.
Take care. Bye.